decision by former champ and Bathurst winner Russell Ingall to stop full-time driving at the end of last year provided something of a lifeline for Nick Percat. Walkinshaw Racing was keen to retain the 26-year-old, but a change of ownership licences behind the scenes left him without a ride. Percat inked a new multi-year deal with Lucas Dumbrell's team just days before Christmas.
Wasn't a great end coming into Homebush, knowing that there was a realistic chance that one, you wouldn't be in the car that you've been racing all year and that you had an agreement to drive the following year, and two, I might not be on the grid at all. So thankfully, Lucas Dumbrell, Simon McNamara, they banded together and rang me straight away. And you know, from Simon's point of view and Holden, they wanted to keep me on the side with the line, and between the two, they've managed to you know, get all the agreement in front of me and sign it Christmas Eve, and it was awesome. It was you know, a massive relief. So far, first impressions of this team, it's you know, we're a small team, but they've got a massive heart and a really strong will to get a good car on the grid and be competitive and you know, push for those podiums like I was last year.
Percat is joined by Tim Blanchard, who raced for Dumbrell's squad in the Pertec Enduro Cup last year. His move was only confirmed in the past fortnight, the final piece of the 2015 puzzle. Blanchard is delighted to be back in a full-time role in the Championship Series, his last in 2013 with Dick Johnson Racing. Ash Walsh has been an endurance pilot for DJR over the past 2 years and a regular in the Dunlop Series. But the chance to be at the forefront of Erebus Motorsport was a dream come true. Ash signed a 2-year contract in late November following Lee Holdsworth's shock decision to part ways with the team.
I'm under no illusions as to the job that I've got in front of me. I know it's going to be a very tough, steep learning curve. But I think having Will as a teammate is definitely going to give me a really good yardstick. We've seen him, one of the top 3 guys, top guys in the championship. So if I can, match it with him, then I'm probably doing as good a job as I can. So for me, it really gives me a great yardstick to sort of adhere to. And who knows how I'm going to go when I get in there. But as long as I can see that I'm there or thereabouts, I'll be happy.
Another significant change here involves legendary crew chief Ross Stone, who's taken a sabbatical after almost 30 years in the sport. Still, Erebus stands ready to build on an enormously positive 2014 season, including Lee's victory at Winton and Will Davison's pole position in Sydney. Davison brings stability and is ready to lead as development of the Mercedes E63 AMG continues.
I'm feeling really confident, obviously, very comfortable in the team now, and we ticked a lot of boxes last year, and there's been a bit of movement in the off-season, but I think it's a really fresh, exciting time for the team, and naturally we can only go better than last year. So we've got some firm goals in place. We've got a really aggressive development plan that we're still working towards. We know it's not going to happen overnight, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't really hungry for some success. I've got to be patient, but I'm really hanging to get going and see how much we've improved.
Over at Volvo, Scott McLaughlin is shaping as a serious title contender. The Barry Sheen medal winner plans to do more than just give it some jandle this year.
For me, it's a privilege to be a genuine title contender. I've been told that I am, but I've got to deliver. I want to win Bathurst, as everyone else does. I'd like to win Clipsal if I could, and really go well at my home race in New Zealand. I think that's very special to me, especially when I won there in 2013. So I think, like I said, we just got to try and make sure we're up the front every time, and that's qualifying, that's practice, that's everything. Make sure we've got a strong car for every session.
In contrast to McLaughlin's success in 2014, teammate Robert Dahlgren endured a challenging year and has returned to his native Sweden. The speed and competitiveness of the S60 in its debut year meant Dahlgren's seat was highly sought after. The tall Sydney-sider David Wall secured the coveted ride, moving across from DJR. During the off-season, Nissan Motorsport has focused on improving the performance of the Altima. After a rigorous homologation test, the team was given the green light to upgrade their aerodynamics package.
I guess the aerodynamic improvements that we've been able to showcase in 2015 have really only just part of the whole puzzle. We've still got a little bit of work to do on the horsepower front to get to where we'd love that to be, and also, you know, good teamwork and good strategy and good driving through the weekend. It's that whole thing that gets a great result. And last year, I think in a lot of cases we punched above our weight as a team with Erebus Motorsport, and you know, this year we want to be able to do the same but improve the performance along the way.
Despite rumours he was planning to step back from driving to concentrate on running the team, Todd Kelly will be behind the wheel once again, his 17th season in the championship. There have also been some changes to the engineering personnel in this 4-car operation. Todd and James Moffat will swap engineers, with Moffat reuniting with his former DJR counterpart Perry Kappa, while former Williams F1 operative George Commons has been recruited to work with Rick Kelly. The highest placed Nissan in the series last year was Michael Caruso. A podium finish on the Gold Coast with good mate Dean Fiore, a real highlight and a motivator for the year ahead.
I think improving on 10th in the championship is obviously the key. We want to be fighting further up the field. But, you know, I think it's time this year that we do consistently fight well inside the top 5. Again, podiums is critical for us, I think. And then hopefully by the end of the year, if we've had enough of those, that we're looking good in the championship. Obviously we have a new revised aero package, and a lot of work in the background has been worked on with the engine. So those two key elements are really going to help us. I hope that we're fighting, you know, on every given weekend for podiums, and if we can be, you know, there'll be the opportunity to win races.
The champion driver and team may be at the other end of pit lane, but there's plenty of talent and some very quick cars here, more than capable of winning races and finishing on the podium.